agree.
All right, at 9:17 this morning, let's get into some chats at GMW's water cooler this morning. But before we do, we have got FamousDC's Catherine Lyons here with us this morning. She is managing editor at FamousDC, and you've probably seen her, if you follow them on Instagram, in some of their hilarious videos.
Oh,
so yes, no, they're great. Absolutely hilarious. So thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to have you. Okay, this first one is a talker. Okay. So a luxury hotel is catching heat for banning social media influencers. Now, if you don't know what a social media influencer is that, what do they usually have, like 50,000 followers?
Least.
Okay.
At least.
And then they usually get like products given to them, or they get free stuff, and then they feature them on their Instagram page. So with that being said, the White Moose Cafe in Dublin decided to cut ties with all bloggers after a popular YouTuber, Elle Darby, contacted the hotel to get a free stay. She believed she could promote the hotel in exchange for free 5-day stay. Okay. The hotel's owner didn't like that very much, so saying who's going to pay for his staff to accommodate her. He posted her email on the page, leaving out her name and information, but saying no to her offer and saying she needs to pay like everyone else. Well, she didn't like that too much, so then she hops on her YouTube page to say that she was exposed and the owner's intent was malicious after posting her email. Well, after watching her video, the owner said, you know what, I'm banning all bloggers from my business because this kind of victimization is very prevalent in the blogging industry and bloggers are entitled. So, how do we feel about this? Do you think it was a little presumptuous of her to just assume she was going to get a 5-day stay for free as long as she featured it? Yeah?
Probably. Maybe a little, but I don't know. I mean, you're in this industry.
Well, I was gonna say, this is kind of up your alley.
Yeah.
I think, well, thank you for thinking I'm an influencer on social media. But I think it's kind of the nature of their game. If you're someone on social media and you have enough followers and you try to help another business promote their product or their services, it's not uncommon for someone to do that. Now, I think the way he reacted was a little kind of
aggressive.
I was a little blindsided by that. You know, maybe he like woke up on the wrong side of the bed. We've all had those days.
Yeah.
No one's done anything to you, and someone's like, "Can I do? Can you help me out with something?" And you're like, "No, absolutely not." And it's like, what just happened?
Right.
So I think that situation's odd, but there's nothing like taking your problems onto the internet,
True.
for everyone to see.
Right.
Well, and I think, too, he did not use her name or anything like that. And then she goes on to YouTube and puts him on blast.
Right, she kind of outed herself because he didn't use her name.
Right. I think, though, for these bloggers, I think this is typically how it works. And, this is what I want to do. And can you help me out, blah, blah, blah. He didn't want to play, therefore he didn't. And then she attacks him. And it's a hot mess. It is.
Well, but isn't this like, this is because it's basically free advertising that you're getting.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have all of this right here. So, I don't know. It sounds...
I follow people on social media who are the influencers, and they aren't good about posting when stuff is sponsored or when it's an ad and when it's not, even though they're supposed to.
Right.
I just assume it always is.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And then I unfollow.
If they, if they're hawking fit tea, I'm going to assume.
Oh my God.
They're not actually using it. Yeah. Okay, moving on now. If you are not in a rush to grow up, well, then there might be some good news for you. According to the Lancet Child and Adolescent Health Journal, adolescence now lasts from the age of 10 to 24. It used to end at 19 because young people are continuing their education for longer, as well as delaying marriage and parenthood. This has pushed back popular perceptions of when adulthood begins.
Somebody should tell that to men. Men that are like 54.
Yeah. I was going to say, I wonder what the breakdown is if you separate it into gender.
I think it's great. That we can be lazier longer. I like. Do you know how many parents are, waiting for their kids to turn 18, and now they have to wait another 6 years to kick them out of the house?
So maybe we can still ask mom and dad for money. Remember when you were in your 20s?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
I got another 4 years.
But no, seriously, my brother, I don't want to call him out too much, but
Call him
let's
out.
just say, okay, he's closer to 60, and it's like, oh, I need a new game for my PlayStation 4. I'm in Killjoy level 6 or something. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Are you, like, he's a 15-year-old boy. Seriously. It's unbelievable.
So adolescence, I'm just trying to, so what is your pediatrician now, take you till you're 24?
I saw my pediatrician for a really long time. No, I think to the point that like my insurance was like, we're not covering this anymore.
Wait, we're still not allowed to see the pediatrician?
Yeah. Right. Like, is there a cutoff date for that?
Yeah,
I'm not
that becomes
surprised,
a little
though.
creepy.
I do feel like this kind of opens the door, though, for more, 23, 25.
Prolonging
7-year-olds.
childhood.
Yeah.
I know people well into their 20s and 30s that are still developing, so don't tell me it stops at 24.
Are we still talking mentally or physically or both?
Both.
Good point. All right,
God.
Julie,
Okay.
on to your favorite topic now.
Yay!
And Catherine, it'll be interesting to see if you feel like we do about the Kardashians.
We probably do.
Okay. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West know how to break the internet. On Friday, Kim announced the name of their new baby girl, born via a surrogate. It is Chicago West, if you've been under a rock all weekend. Kanye's from Chicago. Unique baby names, really nothing new for the couple. Chicago joins older siblings North, a 4-year-old, Saint, a 2-year-old. So what do we think about the name, and would you consider giving your own kids unique names?
I said we should all come on the air today in honor of Kim Ye, and I would be like, because I was born in Hampton, Virginia, so I'd be Hampton Wright. You were born in
Kilgore.
Kilgore,
Or Henderson, actually, yeah.
Henderson. She doesn't even know where she's born. Henderson Godfrey. You were born
Silver Whalen.
Silver Spring, Wayland, and
Morristown, New Jersey.
Oh.
So let's not even go there.
I'm just most disappointed that there's not a K somewhere in Chicago. Like, it should be Chicago with a K.
Like a C, like a K instead of like a Chicago.
Yes.
Nickname Chicago.
Nickname.
well, they're calling her Shy.
Shy Town or Shy?
They're calling her Shy.
Okay. That could.
I mean, not surprised at all that they went with an absurd name for a human being, but
I feel like celebrity baby names are kind of one of life's unsolved mysteries. It's just like, why? What happened to the traditional
Bob and Sally.
Bob and Sally and Jim and Nancy?
Yeah.
You know, what happened to those? I feel like maybe it's part of a riddle. Maybe, first we had North, then Saint, now we have Chicago, and the next one we'll figure out,
maybe it does like all lead
these
to
all
like
add
that
up
pot of
to
gold at
something.
the end.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or something, yeah. I don't know.
Really good.
That is unique, though.
So bizarre. Before we let you go today, you guys at FamousDC have a really cool new morning commute.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So it's really exciting. We're really excited about it. It's a video series where we, in short, pick people up and take them to work.
Yeah.
So they're professionals in DC. You might not know who they are. You might know them by name and establishment, but usually not their faces.
Right.
So we kind of have this conversation that alludes to what they do, but it doesn't give it away until the end. And now you could be watching it, and you probably know who it is. Maybe.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to say anything. If you're watching with friends, which you should all be doing.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Will you pick us up at 3 a.m. for a morning commute ride?
I'll be there at 2 a.m. waiting for you.
All right. Okay. Catherine's not going anywhere. She's going
to just say that on the record.
She's sticking with us.